Hello Aquarius, welcome to your March 2019 He Said, She Said reading. Thank you for joining us. My name's Michelle.
Hello Aquarius, my name's Richard.
And we're here to deliver your channeled messages. Just wanted to quickly mention that we've got a special at the moment on personal He Said, She Saids. So if you're interested in your own reading, you can email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com, and that email is in the box below as well. So let's get started on your oracles here, Aquarius. From Alice the Wonderland, you've pulled the card of Believe, which is all about strange encounters. So there is an energy here of meeting people or having an experience that is very much an energy here of difference. I pick it up as difference. Very much a feeling here of meeting people who are unlike yourself. Now, I also get a feeling here that there's an energy of refusing to accept differences. Feeling that perhaps there's someone here that there's some kind of cultural difference or some kind of a belief system that is different. I feel like the energy around, I don't think it's you, Aquarius, first off. I think that it's someone around you. Someone who you find it difficult to connect or engage with. And it's really just because you're very different people. Now, from the Wisdom of Avalon deck, you've pulled the card of the butterfly as your energy.
So the butterfly speaks about beauty. When you see the butterfly, know that the power of beauty is in your life. The butterfly reminds you to see through the eyes and watch the world be transformed. Beauty is in the eye of the one who looks for it.
Okay, so let's see where this goes, because I feel like it's someone who you've met or someone that you've dealt with recently here. But there are some pretty major differences to the people that you normally encounter. And there may be a need to accept that this person is unlike anyone that you've dealt with before. Now, I'm going to be using the Tarot de la Nuit for your energy, or the energy of the person that you're dealing with. And Richard will be using the Universal Waite deck. So let's get started. We'll focus in on the energy of the person that you're dealing with, what they bring to you here, Aquarius, their flaw as you see it, how they feel about you, how you feel about them, the strengths of your relationship, the weakness, potential for a healthy relationship crossed by any roadblock, and the outcome.
So their energy, what they bring to the table when it comes to you, their flaw, how they see you, how you see them, the strength of your relationship, the flaw in your relationship, the potential crossed by any roadblock, and the outcome. Okay,
let's see what Spirit has to say here about the energy of the person that you're dealing with. Okay, the Five of Cups. So with this one, of course, it's a focus on the past.
Regrets from the past.
Regrets on the past. Things that have happened in the past that didn't turn out well. So it's this person looking back and not looking forward. So it seems that around this person, their focus was on something from the past. Maybe you were aware of it, maybe you weren't. Yeah.
And we've got the Two of Cups. So it's possible we're looking at a love relationship here that has ended.
Yeah, and I feel that when you encountered this person, I feel that this is what they were going through. There still was very much having regrets over something that had a breakup in their life, something that they were unable to get going. Let's have a look and see what they bring to the table when it comes to you, Aquarius. The Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so with this one, it's about slow movement. So they may have taken things quite slowly with you. It may have been something that you were trying to get going with this person for quite some time, and you just felt like you couldn't quite get there. I get that kind of energy, but you were trying. Let's have a look.
And we've got the Two of Wands in reverse here, which speaks to indecision, choices, and not being able to make a decision.
Yeah, I feel like this person was still dealing with something from the past while you were getting to know them. And that's why it was kind of maybe a little bit slow with this person. They were taking things at a slower pace. They didn't want to make a commitment or rush in quickly to you because they were still dealing with something here that they had regrets over. Now their flaw, as you see it, the Two of Pentacles. So yeah, I mean, look at all these twos. This person was, there were two options. Could have been two people, two situations in this person's life that they were still focused on somebody here in the past, and that's why they were not really coming towards you here for quite some time. Let's take a look.
Three of Cups in reverse, so that's a third party situation. So again, it's really speaking about a third party being involved here, and
they were juggling a third party,
and it's probably a good reason that this relationship ended up ending. But it might have done so in such a way that somebody, maybe the person you're thinking about, has ended up being looking at this back in regret.
Yeah, it could be that. It could be that. But I feel that it's more the energy of the person that you were trying to get involved with. Their focus was on somebody else other than you, Aquarius. Of course, it could be vice versa as well. That's the problem. I think when you were trying to get something going with this person, they were juggling another option, is what I'm getting. Now, when it comes to how they're viewing you here, Aquarius, yeah, the Three of Cups in reverse is a third party situation. You were involved with a person here who you were an option. I get you as an option.
You may have known about this other person, you may not have known about this other person. Chances are you didn't.
Let's take a look at the other card here. Yeah.
Eight of Cups. So that's, basically this is ended. This person's moved on.
Yeah, I feel like they've walked away from a situation where they were still very much focused on another person other than you here, Aquarius. But meantime, they were still maybe trying to get something going with you at the same time, but there was a reason why it was very slow, or this person was reluctant. I get reluctance here. It's because they were focused on another person. And this is from the get-go. This is not something... This is what they came into the relationship with. Their focus was already on another person. Now, how are you viewing this person, the Seven of Swords? Yeah, you feel like they've gotten away with something here. That they've
escaped.
They've escaped, they've run off.
And there's an air of them not being accountable.
Yes, you want them to be held accountable for involving you in a situation here which wasn't going to go anywhere.
Knight of Swords in reverse. So this very flaky energy. I'm coming in, I'm giving you an offer, and I'm making a decision, and no, I'm taking it back. No, we can't do that.
Very much you may have experienced a lot of hesitation around this person. And looking back in hindsight, recognize the hesitation, the slowness.
The false starts as well.
The reason why this was so slow, why there was hesitation, is because there was another person involved. Now, when it comes to the strength here, let's take a look. Judgment. So with this one, I don't feel it's reconciliation. I feel that this speaks about very much an energy of lightening the load. It's Judgment Day. It's making an important decision. And, with judgment, it's looking back at the past, looking back at decisions that were made, people that we choose to become involved with, and learning from mistakes, really learning from errors of perhaps judgment in the past, and going forward with lighter in load. It's leaving, if you can imagine this as a gateway, and you here carrying a very heavy suitcase full of it's baggage, but I want to call it something else.
Detritus, we'll say.
Yeah, from this relationship. If you can step through this gateway here, you will feel a lot more lighter in spirit. It's coming from the darkness. You see this dark energy going into, you see there's light, there's sun, there's illumination.
Yeah, isn't there
something better?
An air of rebirth.
Rebirth.
Isn't it?
It's rebirth.
You know, of course, when we come into this world, we don't come into the world with any baggage, do we?
No. We accumulate it, but hopefully we learn from it and don't keep carrying it around with us for the rest of our lives.
That's right.
Yeah.
And justice. Judgment and justice is the strength. Yeah, you know, it has an air of karma about it, doesn't it? The justice card here. So, you know, if this is something that you've felt bad about in the past, that you felt this person got away with something, that they weren't held accountable, maybe it's time just to have a bit of faith in justice and karma. And I think it's good to look at that judgment card as well. I really like judgment in the upright, and I like justice in the upright too in this instance.
It's about making the right choice, doing the right thing.
And learning from your mistakes.
And learning from your mistakes, yeah. Let's have a look at the weakness here. The Eight of Pentacles, okay. Well, part of the reason why this may not have worked is it could have involved a third-party situation in the workplace. I get this mainly as in relation to work. Yeah.
And the Page of Cups. You know, the Page of Cups as a flaw there, it's about someone wanting to be recognised, wanting to be admired, and really have their ego pumped up. There's an air of narcissism about this card when it's in the flaw position as we have it here.
Very much so. It's someone who is a bit of a seducer, a flatterer, a lot of vanity involved. When it comes to, and I get it, it's in the workplace, or, you know, we think of pages also as new love. You know, it's very much something here of seeking something. It's like that first blush of love. It's like that love bombing kind of energy with that Page of Cups. So it was something in the workplace here that probably was exciting, helped pass the time, that kind of energy.
It certainly might have been both of you that got a bit of an ego boost out of this as well.
Let's have a look at the potential. We've got the Lovers in reverse now. The roadblock here is the Moon. Well, with the Lovers in reverse, of course, it's about incompatibility. And I see that here with when you think about strange encounters and accepting people as different. Very much a feeling here that this person was very different from you in many ways. And the Moon tells me that you haven't been viewing this in the right way. There's been a very distorted kind of view of the breakup, the ending. I get it mostly as this was a very incompatible twosome. And not the least of which is this person looks like they've been juggling two people at the same time. So it's about looking at the breakup, looking at the end of this relationship, and looking at the incompatibilities, how different you were as people. And the Moon card tells me that the roadblock to you moving on from this relationship completely is by seeing things a more realistic way.
So we've got the Knight of Pentacles again here, and the roadblock here is the Hierophant. So this is about hard work. It's about hard work towards a goal, and the roadblock to the hard work is, I get it as the thoughts that this could have been a traditional relationship. It's not that this relationship that you had with this other person was going to always be a non-traditional kind of relationship. This was never going to end in anything like a marriage or anything that was even really particularly long-term or traditional.
I also get this, you know, the Hierophant, we talk about guidance, we talk about enlightenment, we talk about advice. And when it's in the upright, it's good advice. So what I get around this is that there may be a need here to focus on things from a more higher perspective. I mean, at the moment, obviously, there's this distorted thinking about this breakup.
Yeah, think of the Hierophant as being clear thinking.
Clear thinking, and it's from a more enlightened perspective. And you may even, maybe even a message here from Spirit in terms of listening. You know, working on listening skills, being guided, believing in guidance.
And working on clarity.
Working on clarity.
But clarity through guidance.
Yeah, of course the Knight of Pentacles is a slow-moving energy, so it's not that it has to be fast. Nothing like that.
But, you know, the thing is that the Knight of Pentacles, it's always that slow and steady wins the race kind of thing.
Yeah.
And in the end, yeah, the Knight of Pentacles usually wins.
Let's take a look at the outcome. We've got the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Now, I actually like that energy because it's about coming out of a dark place. Things getting better after going through a struggle, hitting rock bottom, but realizing the only other way to go now is up. So I feel that there's an energy here of things can get better if you accept the differences, accept that other people are unlike you. And just because, you know, I get an energy here of, when I look at this, as sometimes we can expect everyone to think the way that we do. And if we could control other people's thoughts, then life would be easier, obviously. But the thing is, we can't control how other people think, feel, and act. And we just kind of have to accept that we're going to run up against people every now and again that think very differently than us. And you may be someone who's traditional here, Aquarius, thinking more practical. You may be someone who is normally a very logical, very practical person who follows rules, structure, tradition. Recognize that this person doesn't seem to be that way. Very much a different type of person. Let's look at the outcome.
They like to play with things a little bit fast and loose, I think.
It looks like it. Yeah.
The Empress. Yeah, that's the card of somebody who is a very sexual kind of person. Somebody who uses their looks to lure people in. And, you know, this might be the kind of person that you were dealing with. And now the outcome is that, you know, just realizing that it was a very superficial situation.
Yeah, lots to clarify in part 2. The main thing I want to look into further is this third party situation, because it seems like from the get-go here, this person was already thinking of getting involved, or I have it as someone from their past that they hadn't let go of, that they had regrets over. And they had this third-party relationship with you, walked away from it, and now you feel like this person needs to be held accountable. But it seems to me like you have a choice here of what to let go of and what to take with you here on your journey. The problem that I see is this distorted thinking about this person and the breakup. So we'll see where this goes in part 2. Unsure really, because I feel like these outcome cards here could go a couple of different ways. So I hope that you join us in part 2. The link will be below in the descriptions box, and that will be on the Vimeo channel. So please join us there. If we don't see you there, then we wish you all the very best with this. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. And don't forget, if you'd like your own He Said, She Said reading, you can email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com. So we'll speak to you again soon, Aquarius. Bye for now.
Thanks, Aquarius. Goodbye, good luck.